Hi, I'm Ajish Rahman, roll number 2001063 of Section B of PGPM 2020-22. And I'm here to present my IEP assignment on non-performing assets, their perils, and measures to curb them. So what is a non-performing asset? A non-performing asset refers to advances or loans that are in arrears or have been defaulted. A loan is said to be in arrears when a late payment of principal or interest has been made. A loan is in default when the loan agreement has been violated and the debtor isn't able to meet his or her obligation. A debt in general is considered to be non-performing when the payment has not been made for 90 days or more. So let us now look at the reasons for the creation of NPA. The first reason would be excessive lending by public sector banks. Prior to the financial crisis, especially during the 2000-2008 phase, Indian economy experienced a boom and banks resorted to excessive lending to companies. But with the advent of the financial crisis, the companies suffered and their profits started declining. And as a result of the inevitable defaults, a lot of bad loans were created. Another reason would be the relaxed lending norms taken by the banks. During the excessive lending by the banks, adequate credit capacity checks were not made while lending to the big corporate houses. Let us now venture into the negative impacts of non-performing assets. Due to NPA, banks or lenders suffer a low profit margin. As a result, they are forced to raise their interest rates in order to maintain a decent profit margin. NPA results in bad health of the bank and it results in an undesirable return for their shareholders. Due to the rise of NPAs in public sector banks, the government of India gets less money as dividend. Another grave consequence of NPAs would be that the investments would get stuck, and that paves way for more unemployment and hits the economy at large. Also, the stress created in banking sector results in shortage of money to fund projects and hence proves to be detrimental for the economy as a whole. Let us now discuss about the measure to curb the rise of NPA. The first measure would be that the government will have to infuse more capital into the banking sector in order to overcome the crisis. The second measure would be the introduction of debt recovery tribunals or DBT. As per the Narasimham committee report, it had advocated the setting up of DBTs in order to reduce the time duration for settling cases. It is set up mainly for expedition and exclusive disposal of suits filed by banks for recovery of amount of rupees 10 lakh and above. At present, there are 33 DBTs and 5 debt recovery appellate tribunals in India. Another measure would be Lok Adalat. It offers mutually acceptable way of settlement of disputes. They are used mainly for recovery of small loans up to rupees 5 lakh, which can either be suit filed or non-suit filed. The government has advised the PSBs to utilize this mechanism to its full potential for recovery in NPA cases. They are convenient as they avoid legal process. Another measure would be credit information bureaus. They give information about willful defaulters to a potential lender in future. It maintains a data bank of borrowers who have defaulted before. And lenders can thus avoid lending huge amount to borrowers who have a low credit worth. With the aid of a good information system, the information would be accessible to all the banks and can thus reduce the bad loans. One more measure would be Mission Indradhanush, which aimed at revamping the public sector banks with their ABCD EFG formula, namely A for appointment that are transparent, B for Bank Board Bureau, which will replace the appointment of Board of Public Sector Banks. C is for the capitalization of all public sector banks to have a safe buffer over the minimum capital requirements. D is for the de-stressing of public sector banks. E is for the empowerment of banks by encouraging them to take independent decisions and minimizing government interference. F is for the framework of accountability by using key performance indicators, and G is for the government reforms. So these are some of the ways to curb the rise of NPAs. And as we had seen earlier, the rise of NPAs are detrimental to banking industries and hence can deteriorate the economy as a whole. Thank you.